to Frickers, our first of 4 Van Wert County Hospital tip-off previews. A different format this year. We're joined by the Crestview Knights 20-4 a season ago. As Jeremy Best sitting next to me down on the end, the standout pitcher and basketball player Damian Helm on his way to IPFW for baseball. We'll talk about that in a moment. But Coach Best, been a week of craziness with the football team. How will they do? Rescheduling scrimmages, rescheduling the Van Wert Tip-Off. Been pretty crazy for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's been some adjustments, but that's fine. You know, our football team had great success, and that's a good problem to have, so to speak. So I think we'll just roll with it. We get our football guys back in here another day or two, and the guys that we've had at practice for the last, 2.5, 3 weeks have been doing a great job. And we've pretty much been status quo. We're off and running, and we are excited to get the rest of our guys back in the mix and go from here.
Crestview with a scrimmage tonight. When you watch this, it'll already be in the books that he lighted. You've got such a tough scrimmage schedule. We'll talk about that in a moment. But let's first run down the changes. There'll just be one game Friday night in the tip-off. That will be Lincoln v. Van Wert. Then Crestview will advance to the championship, play the winner of that one, and then you're going to try and reschedule the Wayne Trace game for later on. So you'll play the Raiders twice during the regular season after this tip-off.
Correct. Unique situation, but the situation presents itself, and you adjust and go on. But yeah, we don't know yet when we'll play them as far as other than our other regular scheduled time, which was to be in mid-February. So we'll have to find a time to play them again at some point and get a chance to play the Raiders, and they get a chance to play us twice.
It'll be an exciting time. The other matchup is in February, scheduled for that one, and I was at that one in the Palace last year. Damien, what an atmosphere that was when you went up to Wayne Trace. It's a great rivalry, so you got to put it off a little bit before you face them. You all right with that?
Yeah, it's always a great at the end of the year. I know they're always tough. We're always tough. It's just a fun game to play in, especially over there. Last year it was crazy. We didn't come out with the win, which was what we wanted, but it was just an overall great atmosphere to play in.
Damien, a great season last year. You returned 7 seniors, 7 letter winners, lots of experience back. How's the team feel right now, just a week and a half or so from the opening tip?
I'd say it's just great. I mean, just going out there with best friends, everybody on this team, my buddies out there. It's just fun playing with everybody, going through practice every day, going with them. Everybody's making it fun. We're keeping it loose out there, and we're just having fun.
Coach, it seems like a loose group that is pretty tight together. How would you characterize this group as opposed to some of your others over the year? What makes them different?
Well, obviously we do have some experience back, some veterans, some kids that have logged some game minutes, but I think on the other side of that, we've got some interesting personalities, and I mean that in a good way. And I think that's what makes it fun, to try and mesh all those personalities and their differences, and we do have a lot of fun. We're serious when we need to be serious, but we got guys that understand when it's time, I think, to turn the switch on, and we got a good coaching staff that interacts well with each other and with our kids, and that's really what's really important. Yeah, we want to be successful and win and all that stuff, but we really do enjoy the time we spend with our kids, and as long as they understand and grasp that we're not always harping on them all the time, but it's for the right reasons. But it's a unique group of kids. Very special group of kids, all of them, and we're excited to get our season rolling.
Can you give us an example of one of those interesting personalities, perhaps something you were thinking about but not saying yet?
We better not say right here, but we do. We got kids who they have a unique relationship with each other. We got a lot of kids that are close, and they play a lot of the different sports together. Yeah. And Damo here on my left here has had the seniors are a tight group of kids, and I think that will go a long ways in how we develop our team through the year.
Damien, it's been quite the year for Crestview, and you think about the basketball success last year, baseball team going to state, football getting their first playoff win. How do you think you can use that momentum into the basketball season this year?
I'd say hopefully we can just keep it rolling. I mean, last year we had a great year in basketball. We didn't get as far in tournament as we wanted to, but the baseball run in the spring, that was a blast with everybody. And then the football team having a great year this year. Hopefully we can just keep rolling along and having great success.
You're on your way to IPFW to play baseball. Tell us what made you want to be a Mastodon.
I'd say definitely just how close it is to home. I mean, my family, it's about a 45-minute drive from my house. My family can come watch me whenever. My grandparents and some of my friends, they're staying home close. It'll be just great. And the relationship I had with Coach Pierce, he's a great overall guy. The staff's very similar to what we have at Crestview, just a great group of guys, and I can see myself fitting in great there.
Coach, you really have a lot of different athletes coming in, whether it's Connor Lotzenizer, the golfer. You saw him all fall on the golf course. You got your football guys. You got your baseball guys. How hard is it to mesh onto the basketball court? I mean, they're basketball players as well, but they come from different places in the fall.
Well, we're a small school, and you need all your kids. You want your kids to be involved, and we definitely encourage our kids to play everything. Our baseball program encourages our kids to play football and basketball, and we encourage our kids to play football, and it's vice versa. But you have to have good communication with the other coaches. We pull kids in a lot of different directions, in the summer especially. But we also have to realize that they're kids, and they have other things that they would rather do at times. But I think communication is key, and our kids are great, and our parents are great. They understand. It is important if you're going to be a part of a program that you put your time in, and when the season comes, it's basketball season. When baseball season, it's baseball season. And I think as long as there's good communication and the kids are on the same page and you communicate with them, it runs pretty smooth. And I think we're fortunate at Crestview that it does run smooth with that.
How'd the summer go? How was the growth of this team? What might we see from Crestview this year that we didn't see last year?
Yeah, I think that's still yet to be determined. We had a really good summer. We took the kids to kind of an adventure camp in eastern Ohio, which some of the basketball coaches and players in the area understand that. That's down in the foothills of southeastern Ohio, literally out in the middle of nowhere. But it's a good time to not only do you play good competition, but it's just a unique environment, a unique setting. And that was, kind of how we kind of ended our summer, along with, our open gyms, our workouts that we have, Wayne Trace Summer League. So the summer was good, and I think hopefully we can carry through what we did in the summer and, take advantage of what our kids did as far as getting better and stronger and all those things and get better, because that's the idea. We do have kids back, but I don't think we're satisfied. That's not nobody really cares who we have back. We have to get better, right. And I think our kids are well aware of that, and our coaches will do a great job of pushing that point across to our kids.
Crestview Boys Basketball team ready for that championship game in the Van Wert Tip-Off. We can say that now because you're automatically into the championship. So yeah, you'll take it, right? So they will take on either Van Wert or Lincoln View. We're here at Frickers. We're going to talk with more of the players here from Crestview on WOSN. Round 2 at Frickers here with the Crestview Knight boys basketball team, 20-4 a season ago, 7-2 in the Northwest Conference. I'm joined by Cameron Etzler, the point guard, one of the big guys, Tyson Bolenbaugh, down on the end. Cam, you're a senior, been playing forever. It seems like you're ready for your senior year. How excited to get going?
It's gonna be. I'm very excited for it, obviously, but it's obviously a little bit different environment with the tip-off being switched up. But I mean, have to roll with the punches. But very, very excited and anxious for it.
Talk about the atmosphere that is around that. It's all, close county or across the county border rivals. I mean, you look forward to seeing those teams, don't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it kind of gives you bragging rights over the rest of the teams in the county, just saying we kind of proved it out on the court that weekend.
So Friday night, you think you guys are just going to go watch the JV varsity tip between Lincoln View and Van Wert? Is that the schedule?
I'm assuming that we'll have to take some notes for Coach Best and get a scouting report developed. So that's what we're planning on. We haven't really had a solid schedule planned out because we just figured out about it in the last few days. But, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it.
Tyson, one of the big guys that returns. You've got the inside game, you've got the outside game for this team. Just how balanced is this Crestview roster?
It is extremely balanced. We're putting in new offenses where we're all getting involved, we're all getting movement. I'll be in the post one possession, Cameron will be in the post a different possession. It's very balanced in everything that we do.
You guys have 5 scrimmages. You see, 10 teams perhaps, so with some of the 3- and 4-way scrimmages. What do you learn about your team during this time? And I know it's better than practice, right? At least you're scrimmaging someone, Tyson.
Yeah, I prefer scrimmages over practice just because, can't really run after a scrimmage, you know. If we do something wrong.
Coach Best might want to take note of that.
It may be the next day, but it's not right
that
there. We've learned a lot through scrimmages. We've learned a lot of toughness, things that we have to get over. I know we don't have all of our football guys, and they're kind of a big part of our team. But I think we've all come together and learned a lot from the scrimmages.
Cam, not doing a fall sport, how much do you focus on basketball during September, October? We see you out at the football games cheering on the team, but how much do the non-football guys, non-golf guys really hone their game during the fall?
That's our main focus once it hits fall for us. I mean, even the golf guys are doing it too. Usually about the time that baseball ends, once we're doing Acme, and then we're also starting our summer workouts and going to summer camps. But then all of fall is dedicated to lifting and open gyms and getting better in the gym.
When do you start thinking about the Northwest Conference? Is that after the Van Wert Tip-Off Tyson that you start saying, all right, now we're focusing on that as our next goal?
I think our team now is we kind of want to focus just one game at a time, obviously, but you know, a Northwest Conference, playing those games, winning those games is going to be a huge goal this year. I mean, we had a good chance last year, and I feel like we have another very good chance this year, but we need to take it one game at a time.
Cam, you're going to play at Anderson University just across the state line. What made you pick the Ravens?
Just the atmosphere there. It's very similar to how the coaching staff is at Crestview. I mean, they're very high energy, and they really harp on like the defensive end. And I mean, obviously you have to get it done on the defensive end to be able to play offense, and that's just a very similar concept that we have here at Crestview. So it's not a big change, but it's more of the being more comfortable there.
Finally, Cam, you helped start the FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. How's that going this year?
It's coming along. We've had some conflicts with other meetings going on, as you know, but we're having meetings about once every 2 weeks, and we've had some speakers come in that we had last year, and the kids are getting involved, and it's been good.
Great stuff there with Crestview. When we return, 2 more of the players will stop by as we get you ready for the Van Wert County Hospital Tip-Off Tournament coming up in just a week and a half here at Frickers on WOSN. We're having fun at Frickers. I'm enjoying the chicken bacon ranch pizza. And technically, you guys could probably eat because you're not playing tonight, so maybe they'll get a piece here before it's all said and done. Preston Zaleski sitting next to me, the quarterback, and Isaiah Simmerman down on the end. Preston, let's start with you. We were just talking, getting into basketball shape from football shape. It's pretty tough. Tell us why.
Yeah, you feel really bad on your feet. You get calluses really bad. And it's sore for a while, but you get used to it after a while, and then it's pretty much fine.
Pretty much fun. How long, Isaiah, does it take you to get into basketball shape, would you say, after a football season?
Coaches run us quite a bit, so not too long. But, well, football, you get playoff in between plays. Basketball, no, you keep going, so it doesn't take long how much running you do.
How about from a mental state? How quickly can you turn off the football brain side of it and get ready for basketball season, especially after the great run you guys had?
You got to do that yourself. You got to switch it off. Football's over. Time to get back into basketball mindset.
How excited are you for the Van Wert Tip-Off? A little different this year, and it's just the Saturday night game, but a chance to go against the county rival nonetheless.
It's good. Tip-off's always good. Come out and start your season off with 2 wins. Hopefully, play hard and have all your summer workout pay off and see how your season's going to go.
We were talking with Coach about the adventure camp. Did you have a favorite memory? Either of you guys, Isaiah's thinking. Any great memories there from adventure camp?
We as a team had a pretty unique experience. I think, we got better. We came closer as a group. We played pretty hard. We had a pretty unique experience. I'll leave that with the team, though.
All right. Maybe if you're a friend of Crestview players on Twitter, you can get more out of these guys. Preston, this team returns so much from a basketball standpoint. Just how comfortable do you think you'll be when you step back on the floor with the systems, with the guys?
We're all close. We all know each other well. We all hang out. So I feel close with them. It don't matter. Once I get on the field, it'll be like last year.
Will you be posting people up as well? We heard Cam's going to be, and also Tyson. We're going to see you down a low block.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting big, I'm going to be all that close.
Crestview is excited for the Van Wert County Hospital tip-off. Again, a schedule change because of Wayne Trace and their football success. We will have one game Friday at JV varsity between Van Wert and Lincoln View. The winner of that one will play Crestview, and then Wayne Trace will make up both games later on in the season. When we come back, we will visit with the 3 other teams here in the Van Wert County Hospital tip-off. We thank Crestview, and we also thank Frickers for hosting us today. More pizza, guys? I know you want some. All right, he's going to dive in. We'll see you in a bit.